Hey everybody, this is Lorelia coming to you with a live. I want to discuss what has been much talked about during this coronavirus pandemic. And one of the biggest things that I recently heard on the news today is America is closed down. Pretty much the entire country is going to, based on what the recent developments are, this pretty much this whole country is going to eventually be in quarantine. And I think when they showed the map of the United States, there were probably 3 states that were not part of the quarantine. And that was North Dakota, South Dakota, and I'm not sure. I think that was Missouri or Minnesota. That was probably underneath that. I'm not sure. But with that being said, some states are not fully quarantined. I know here in New Jersey, we're under a mandatory quarantine. Quarantine, and what is it called? The martial law is in effect. So today, what I'm going to talk to you, I'm not going to be that quick. I want to talk about what's recently have been in the news in regards to financial relief for business owners. And that is, if you see me looking down, I do have notes because I'm going to I'm going to be straight to the point with this video. I'm going to go over 4 important facts about the Paycheck Protection Program. So while I talk about this topic, hey, thanks for joining me. I'm going to go over the 4 main facts, and I'm going to refer to the Paycheck Protection Program as PPP. So if you hear me saying PPP, I'm referring to the Paycheck Protection Program. So that has been the newest program, or at least one of the newest programs that the federal government has rolled out for relief for small business owners, independent contractors, freelancers, the gig economy folks. And what makes this loan different than many of the others, this particular loan, and it's going to be part of my 4 facts, you cannot go directly to the government. So in previous videos, I've actually talked about a particular loan, and I gave you the direct link so you can go directly to the SBA site and go ahead and apply for that loan. But unfortunately, with the PPP loan, which is the Paycheck Protection Program loan, that one you're going to have to go to a SBA certified lender. And I'm going to talk about that as, as my one of my 4 facts. So the first fact that I do want to talk about in regards to the Paycheck Protection Program, the PPP program, is that it's a first come, first serve basis. That's right. So, it is so important now if you're a business owner and your business has been impacted, I want to say, impacted by this pandemic, meaning you're unable to pay employees, you're unable to pay yourself, you're unable to make rent payments, you're unable to make mortgage payments, you're unable to pay your utilities. This is the time now to get all your ducks in a row, because the reason why it's a first come, first serve basis, as I filmed this video, it is now April the 1st of 2020. The lenders can start submitting applications on behalf of business owners. SBA certified lenders can begin to accept loan applications as early as Friday, April 3rd. That's on the SBA.gov website. So I will post a link underneath this video for you to go and read about it yourself. But unfortunately, there's no direct place for you to submit your information like the other videos that I have talked about. So did I go over that first come, first serve basis? I talked about what type of business owners can apply for the loan. My second point, it is credit score driven. So they are going to look at your scores. So taking on this channel, I talk about personal credit. I talk about business credit. And you may have heard me months way down the line when I was one of the ones when it came to personal lending, unsecured lending, and business lending, and I said credit scores matter. And here you have a loan product that can really help and remedy many business owners, but once again, it's credit score driven. So they are going to look at your credit scores and they are going to be evaluated. The third thing is loan forgiveness. Many people are wondering if this loan is going to be forgiven by the government. And it does. Let me say this. Doesn't make it a automatic loan forgiving product. That has, what I've wrote down is has the ability. It has the ability to become a loan forgiveness product. And how does that happen? Well, when you submit your information, you have to certify. You have to certify, one, are you that type of business? In terms of meaning that, are you really going to use the funds to meet the needs for what it is that you need to meet the needs for? Also, if you feel like you are going to use the funds or the loan proceeds for payroll for employees, payroll for yourself, interest on your mortgage loan if you're paying it with your business, paying for rent if you have a particular place where you're running a business and you pay rent, and utilities. If you know you're going to use the loan proceeds for those things, then you have the ability to now submit information for you to have the loan forgiven. But understand, it is not automatically forgiven, not this particular product. So understand that it has the capability to be forgiven as long as you follow the guidelines of what the loan says. My fourth and final one is going to be what I talked about earlier. It must be submitted through an SBA certified lender. Unlike many of the other loan programs that the federal government has rolled out under the CARE Act, this particular loan must go through a SBA certified lender. One thing that I want to note, how do I know all this? I know all this because I work with lenders who are certified SBA lenders. Let me tell you, what are some of the things that you need to look at in order to make sure that whoever you're working with, they are not violating those terms. The one thing that you want to look at is that no lender can say to you that you need to pay any application fee in order for you to have your information submitted. Understand that. There is not an application fee. Along with that, there are no other fees that are associated with that particular loan application product to be submitted. Those are some of the qualities you need to look for to make sure that you're dealing with someone who either is a SBA certified lender or maybe someone similar to myself who has relationships to submit your stuff to SBA certified lenders. But let me note, there's a fine line. That does not mean that even someone like myself can consult for free. So although you are not, a person or a lender cannot accept a loan application fee or try to pad any type of other fees to submit it, it doesn't mean that you should get free consulting. And that's why I put these videos together. That's why there's so much information online, because what I tell people before you even decide, I tell people, do the 15-minute consultation with me. if you are ready to submit your stuff for April the 3rd. Link will be below this video. But understand this, on the 15-minute consultation sheet, I ask you, have you read on the guidelines? That's why there's so much information out there. Do your research. Go to the SBA.gov. Click on the COVID ID link. It'll be somewhere on the webpage, and read up on it yourself. Also, go do a Google search on PPP, Paycheck Protection Program. Do your research. So by the time you decide to work with a lender, a SBA certified one, or you're gonna do ahead and do your research and look for one on yourself. Just want to make sure that SBA certified and that you have truly tried to understand and have read up on some facts about it. So that's all that I have for you. I kind of just pulled out the 4 most important facts, but of course, right here, I have a whole guideline sheet. That's why I can't stress enough. Do your research, because it's a lot of stuff that I am leaving out, because of course this video would probably go for 2 hours if I was to go over every little detail of the PPP program. So there you have it. Lenders can start submitting loans as early as April the 3rd. Unfortunately, this particular product, you cannot go directly to the SBA site. There has been other programs under the CARE Act that the government has put the direct links, and you can go right through the SBA portal, provide the information that they state, and have the stuff submitted, and you will wait. There will be a tracking through your email letting you know how far your progress is. But unfortunately, with the PPP program, and there are a lot of great qualities about the program, you do have to deal with the direct lender. So once again, this is Lorelia. If you want to learn more about anything that I've talked about in this video, I have a few videos right here on this channel talking about numerous programs, grants, and loans that have been submitted through the CARE Act, through the federal government. I even have some videos on here in regards to in New Jersey. Of course, every state is different, so I'm only doing the state that I'm currently in. Can't stay on top of information in all 50 plus states. So once again, this is Lorelia. Links will be below this video if you have any questions. Okay.